the National Honors Award ceremony at the International Conference Center.
Okonjo-Iweala, Chief Justice of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, born in Ishe State, graduate of the University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University, Ife, Bachelor of Arts in Law. In his rewarding career, he rose to the Supreme Court in July of 1981 as a solicitor and advocate, and then became a state counsel in Oyo State. Worked in private legal practice. From there, he was appointed in 1992 as a judge of Oyo State Judiciary. He has served as Justice, Court of Appeal in Kaduna, Enugu, and Lagos Division. Became Chief Justice of Nigeria on the 27th of June 2022, and he was formally confirmed in September of 2022 for his outstanding contribution to the legal profession. I present to you, Your Excellency, sir, Honorable Justice Okonjo-Iweala, Chief Justice of the Federation, for the conferment of the award of the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger.
Mr. President, we bring before you Honorable Justice Ibrahim Mohammed Tanko. Justice Ibrahim Mohammed Tanko, the immediate past Chief Justice of Nigeria, attended Ahmed Bello University, Zaria, where he studied Islamic law, had a master's degree and PhD at the same university. He began his career as a Chief Magistrate and rose to becoming the Chief Justice of Nigeria on the 26th of June, 2022. Justice Ibrahim Mohammed Tanko voluntarily resigned as Chief Justice, citing ill health. In view of his contributions to the judiciary and his patriotism, Mr. President, we present to you Honorable Justice Ibrahim Tanko for the conferment of the award of the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger. Mr. President, sir, we invite Dr. Mrs. Okonjo-Iweala, the Director General of the World Trade Organization. She began her education career in the Harvard University, where she read economics, had her master's and PhDs at Massachusetts Institute of Technology. She served as Nigeria's Minister of Finance, where she spearheaded several reforms and have become top in a number of top 10s and top 100s across the world. Mr. President, in recognition of her foremost contribution in the financial sector, nationally and Mrs. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is hereby presented for the conferment of the National Honors Award of Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger.
From one accomplished woman to another, Miss Amina Mohammed. Amina Mohammed was born in Liverpool to a Nigerian father and a British nurse. Between 1981 and 1991, Amina Mohammed worked with Nigeria, an architectural design firm. In 1991, he founded Afri Projects Consortium. And from 2002 until 2005, Amina Mohammed coordinated the Task Force on Gender and Education for the United Nations Millennium Project, and later acted as Senior Special Assistant to the President of Nigeria on the Millennium Development Goal. She has served on numerous international advisory boards and panels, including the United Nations Secretary General's high-level panel on post-2015 development agenda and the Independent Expert Advisory Group on the for Sustainable Development. Amina J. Mohammed served as Federal Minister of Environment in the Cabinet of President Muhammadu Buhari from November 2015 to February 2017. In February 2017, of the United Nations, and was subsequently reappointed for a second term. In recognition of her tremendous contributions towards the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, development of policy solutions, and patriotism, Amina Mohammed is being conferred the national honors, the award of the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger, GCON. Professor Tijani Mohammed Bande. Professor Bande has had an outstanding career as a scholar and diplomat. He received his political science degree from the Ahmadu Bello University, Nigeria, and an MA in political science from the Boston University, United States of America, and a PhD in political science from the University of Toronto, Canada in 1987. Professor Bande started his teaching career at the Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, Nigeria in 1980, rising to the rank of professor and ultimately vice chancellor between the years 2004 and 2009. From 2010 to 2016, Professor Muhammadu Bande held the position of Director General of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, Nigeria's most reputable policy institution for training leaders from the public and private sectors. Professor Bande has been an assessor for the National Merit Award of Nigeria. He has won many merit awards and honors from institutions and governments in Nigeria, and most notably, he is a recipient of Nigeria's Officer of the Order of the Federal Republic, OFR. In recognition of his contribution to policy development and implementation, quality representation of Nigeria at international fora, Tijani Mohammed Bande is being conferred with the National Honors Award Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger, GCON.
Your Excellency, Professor Tijani Mohammed Bande brings to an end the 6 Nigerian personalities who have received the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger from Mr. President. Let's give them a round of applause. Your Excellency, sir, we have now entered the realm of the Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, TFR. we bring forward Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, Speaker of the House of Representatives, for his contribution towards the profession of law and advocacy for good governance. Olufemi Hakim Gbajabiamila is hereby presented for the conferment of the National Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. Senator Augustine Omoagege, in recognition of his contribution to the profession. Senator Augustine Omoagege, in recognition of his contribution to the law profession, legislative duties, and national development, Deputy Senate President, is being conferred the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, widely described as an ardent reformer, Dr. Shade Yemieson, an advocate of change management, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Right Honorable Yakubu Dogara, former Speaker of the House of Representatives, in recognition of his sterling quality leadership, Honorable Yakubu Dogara is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. I'll bring him. May I respectfully invite the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, was Gida Mustafa. Mustafa, appointed Secretary to the Government of the Federation on 30th October 2017, in recognition of his contributions to the judiciary and his commitment towards a better Nigeria, was Gida Mustafa is hereby presented for the conferment of the National Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. Your Excellency. Honorable Justice Kudirat Kekereku, a woman of great virtue, in recognition of her laudable contribution to the justice system, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal. Honorable Justice Musa Datijo Mohammed, Lord, elevated to the Supreme Court of Nigeria on the 10th of July 2012, appointed Deputy Chairman, National Judicial Council, in recognition of his laudable contribution to the justice system in Nigeria, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Honorable Justice Monica Dongba Menson, Until this recent elevation, Honorable Justice Monica Dongba Menson was the presiding justice of the Court of Appeal, Enugu Division, and life member of Body of Benchers. In recognition of her immense contribution to justice system in the country, she is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. I shall now call on the rest of the members to please make their way to be on a short queue to be arranged by Ambassador Lisa. Please ensure that you stay on the queue. Honorable Major General Bashir Salihi Magashi, Major General Babagana Monguno, General Gabriel Abayomi Oloni Shaking. I'll read the citations of Honorable Justice Ayo Salami in recognition of his laudable contribution to the justice system. Major General Bashir Salihi in recognition of his enviable military career and contribution to national security and development. General Bashir Magashi, National Honors. Major General Babagana Monguno, in recognition of his contribution towards the nation control and supervision of national security in Nigeria, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Lieutenant General Yusuf Tukur Buratai, in recognition of his great contribution to the military and the Nigerian security, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. The next set should please get ready. Vice Admiral Ipok Ete Kwebas, Air Marshal Sadiq Baba Abubakar, General Loki Irabo. In recognition of great contribution to the Nigerian military and navy in particular, Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Kwebas is being conferred with the National Honor Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Air Marshal Sadiq Baba Abubakar, in recognition of his contribution in the military, which led to the decimation of the capabilities of Boko Haram and bandits across the nation, retired Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. General Loki Irabo, in recognition of his immense contribution to the military and the Nigerian security, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, in recognition of his immense contribution to the military and the Nigerian security, he is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Vice Admiral Awal Tubeiru Gambo, in recognition of his great contribution to the military and the Nigerian security, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic.
Air Marshal Oladayo Amao, in recognition of his great contribution in the military and the Nigerian security, he's been conferred today, Your Excellency, with the National Honors of Award, the Commander Order of the Federal Republic. Lieutenant General Lamidi Adeosun. Mr. President, sir, Lieutenant General Adeosun is today recognized for his laudable contributions in the military and the Nigerian security. He's been conferred with the national honors of Commander, the Order of the Federal Republic. Late Lieutenant General Ibrahim Atahiru. I'm informed he's not here, but I'm sure he has received a loud ovation. Mr. President, his conferment will reach his family. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. Dr. Solomon Erase. Mr. President, sir, Dr. Erase has served meticulously in the police force, and in recognition of his pivotal role in the reform of the police, he is today being confirmed with the order of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Mohammed Abubakar Adamu. A former IGP, in recognition of his wide experience in policing both locally and internationally, and his exemplary leadership style, Mr. President, sir, we present to you for the Commander of the Federal Republic. Usman Alkali Baba, the present serving IGP, in recognition of his contribution to the police force as an institution and security of the nation, IGP Usman Alkali Baba is being conferred with the award of the Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. Yusuf Magaji Bichi, for his contributions to peace and security in the country, Yusuf Magaji Bichi is today being presented for the conferment of the National Awards of Commander of the Federal Republic. Alhaji Ahmed Rufai Abubakar, for his extensive contributions to peace, supporting operations, promotion of good governance, respect for the rule of law and human rights. Ahmed Rufai Abubakar is today being presented for the conferment of the National Honors Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. Colonel Hamid Ibrahim Ali, for his contributions in the World Customs Organization and the World Trade Organization and other international fora, he is today being presented for the award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Late Malam Abbakari, our late Chief of Staff, is today being represented by his daughter in the name of Aisha Abbakari. In recognition of his immense contribution to the print media, the economy and administration of the present government, His Royal Highness Ahmed Nuhu Bamali. His Royal Majesty Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwosi Ojaja II. In recognition of his contribution as an advocate for the empowerment and emancipation of women and the young people in Nigeria and preservation of the cultural heritage, Oba Adeyeye His Highness Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, the Emir of Kano. Mr. President, sir, we present him in recognition of his sterling qualities as an epitome of tradition and an advocate of the preservation of the Nigerian culture. His Royal Highness is the 15th Emir of Kano. He is being conferred with the National Honors Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. His Royal Highness Ahmed Nuhu Bamali, the Emir of Zaria. In recognition, Mr. President, of his contributions in the banking sector and the development of the economy as a nation, as well as quality leadership, he is being conferred today, Mr. President, National Honors Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. His Royal Majesty Professor James Otese Yoza Ayase. He is the Tortiv V of the Tiv Kingdom in Benue State. In recognitions of his contributions in the education sector and his erudite scholar and administration, he is today being conferred with the National Honors Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. His Majesty Omonoba Edo Okuopolopolo Iwere II, the Oba of Benin, is being represented by his son. In recognition of his economic contributions and efforts towards preservation of the Benin royal dynasty and the Nigeria's cultural heritage, Mr. President, we present him for the award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Next, Mr. President, is His Majesty Da Jacob Yang Buba, the Bongom Jos. In recognition of his contributions in his community and the nation in general, His Majesty Da Jacob Yang Buba is being conferred with the award of Commander of the Federal Republic. Mr. President, sir, we present His Eminence, His Royal Highness, Alhaji Abubakar Shehu Abubakar III. In recognition of his immense interventions in the education sector, donations to the less privileged and internally displaced persons, Dr. Abubakar Shehu Abubakar III is hereby presented Mr. President, sir, we present to you His Royal Highness, Alhaji Muhammadu Ibn Abali Muhammad Idrisa, His Royal Highness, the Emir of Fikka. In recognition of his contributions to the maintenance of security in the country, promotion of the non-oil export, and preservation of our cultural heritage, Mr. President, sir, we present him for the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic.
Give me the book. His Royal Highness Justice Sidi Bagé Mohammed I. Okay, and I think for this batch would be His Royal Highness Justice Sidi Bagé Mohammed I, His Majesty King Danda Singh Douglas Jaja, His Royal Highness Oba Babatunde Adewale Ajayi, HRM Oba Gabriel Ayodele Adejuwon, Royal Majesty Oba Dr. Alade Toyinbo Ogunlade Alade Lucy, and His Eminence Nteng Dr. Solomon Daniel Etuk JP, His Royal Majesty Ogiame Atuwashe III, His Royal Majesty Igwe Ambassador Lawrence Agobozu. Okay. His Majesty King Dandasin Douglas Jaja. In recognition of his wealth of experience and capacity to management and resources, His Majesty King Dr. Dandasin Douglas Jaja JP, Jackie V, is hereby presented for conferment National Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. His Royal Highness Oba Babatunde Adewale Ajayi. He is the current chairman of the Ogun State Council of Obas and the Chancellor of the Federal University of Petroleum Resources, Efun Delta State. In recognition of his contribution to the legal profession and elevation of the traditional institution, His Royal Majesty Babatunde Adewale Ajayi is being conferred with the national honor of the Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. His Royal Majesty Oba Gabriel Ayodele Adejuwon. In recognition of his selfless service for his community and the nation, His Royal Majesty Gabriel Ayodele Adejuwon is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. His Imperial Majesty Oba Dr. Alade Toyinbo Ogunlade Alade Lucy. His Imperial Majesty Oba Alade Lucy Odundun II is a first-class monarch in Akure, southwest Nigeria. In recognition of his contribution to the growth of his immaculate domain, Oba Adelusi Odundun II is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. His Eminence Nteng Dr. Solomon Daniel Etuk, JP. His Eminence Dr. Solomon Daniel Etuk, JP is the President General, Akwa Ibom State Traditional Rulers Council. In recognition of his selfless service for his community and the nation, His Eminence Solomon Daniel Etuk has been conferred with the National Honors Award of the Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. His Royal Majesty Ogiame Atuwashe III. His Majesty Ogiame Atuwashe III is a cultural diplomat promoting the interests of the kingdom and country, a business icon. Ogiame has become a dependable bridge whose friendship is being sought in royal courts across Africa. In recognition of all of his good works for community and nation, Ogiame Atuwashe III, the Olu of Warri, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. His Royal Majesty Igwe Ambassador Lawrence Agobuzu. His Royal Highness has served as Nigerian High Commissioner to Malawi and Zambia before he was elected as Secretary General of the defunct OAU. In recognition of his contribution to the nation's diplomacy and foreign service and preservation of the national traditional institution, Igwe Lawrence Agobuzu is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. His Royal Majesty King Alfred Diete Spieth. In recognition of his contribution to the upliftment of the traditional institution and national development, His Royal Highness Alfred Diete Spieth is being conferred with National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. His Royal Majesty Eze Dr. Emmanuel Chukwagina Okeke. In recognition of his role, community policing, as executive member of the Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers and a trustee member of the National Council of Traditional Rulers in Nigeria, he is being conferred with the national honors of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Next, His Royal Majesty Eze Joseph Ndubisi Nwabeke. He is currently the chairman of the Abia State Council of Traditional Rulers. Eze Amara is happily married to his queen, Ugoeze Cecilia Nwabeke. He's been recognized for his role as a public administrator and public governance. His Royal Majesty Eze Charles Mbuma. His Royal Majesty Eze Charles Mbuma is being recognized today for his role in upholding the traditional institution with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu. In recognition of his philanthropic activities, Abdul Samad Isiaku Rabiu is here presented for the conferment of the National Award of Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. Sir Dr. Kessington Adebukola Adebutu. In recognition of his philanthropic gestures and contributions to the education sector, Sir Chief Kessington Adebutu is hereby presented for the conferment of the National Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. Dr. Azibapu God Bless Erwani. Dr. Irani was special advisor on HIV, AIDS, and community health in Bayelsa State in 2005. He is the owner of Azikil Group, and in recognition of all of his work in support of good governance and community development in Nigeria, Dr. Irani is being conferred with the National Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. Mr. Jim Ovia, Nigerian businessman and founder of Zenith Bank, Visa Phone, chairman of Nigerian Software Development Initiative. In recognition of his wealth of contributions to the growth of the financial sector and his humanitarian work, Mr. Jim Ovia is hereby presented for the conferment of the National Award of Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. Chief Oluwole Oladapo Olanipekun, SAN. Chief Olanipekun, SAN is an elder statesman, national interventionist, a towering intellectual, and an advocate extraordinaire. He is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. Mr. Tony Elumelu. Tony is chairman of the Pan-African Financial Services Group, the United Bank for Africa, which operates in 20 countries across Africa, the United Kingdom, France, and the UAE. He is today being presented for the conferment of the National Awards of the Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. Honorable Justice Clara Bata Ogumbi, JSC, retired. She was appointed to the Court of Appeal as the first Borno State indigene, and she served for 10 years in various divisions. In recognition of her contribution to the judicial system in the country, she is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. So we are now continuing with the conferment of the awards, Commander of the Order of the Niger. And would like to let all our award recipients please to be aware that we may not have the luxury of reading citations. So we're just going to have to call your names, and you'll please cooperate with the ambassador from Foreign Affairs to organize us. So please, may the following persons move to that side of the hall now. Right Honorable Ahmed Idris Wase, Alhaji Maimala Buni, Oluwa Rotimi Odunayo Akeredolu, SAN, Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, Engineer David Mweze Umahi, Right Honorable Lawrence Ifanyi Ugwanyi, Right Honorable Simon Bako Lalong. Okay. Right Honorable Ahmed Idris Wase. That's gone. Oh, okay. Alhaji Maimala Buni. Oluwa Rotimi Odunayo Akeredolu, SAN. Oluwa Rotimi Odunayo Akeredolu, SAN. Abubakar Atiku Bagudu. Engineer David Mweze Umahi. Right Honorable Lawrence Ifeanyi Ugwanyi. Right Honorable Simon Bako Lalong. And for the next set, we'll have Professor Ben Ayade, Architect Darius Dixon Ishaku, Malam Nasir Ahmed El Rufai, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Chukwu Arthur Okowa, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, Malam Mohammed Musa Bello, Hajia Zainab Shamsuna Ahmed, and Babatunde Raji Fashola. Professor Ben Ayade. Architect Darius Dixon Ishaku. Malam Nasir Ahmed El Rufai. Not here. Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Chukwu Arthur Okowa. Professor Babagana Zulum. Alhaji Lai Mohammed, represented by his daughter. Malam Mohammed Musa Bello. Babatunde Raji Fashola, SAN. Can we get ready Dr. Osage Ehanire, Dr. Bunaya Onu, Malam Adamu Adamu, Timi Prisilva, Abubakar Malami, SAN. Dr. Osage Ehanire. Dr. Ogbonnaya Onu. Malam Adamu Adam. Dr. Ogbonnaya Onu, represented, yeah? Yes. We don't know. Okay. Timmy Priscilla. Senator Yaya Abubakar Abdullahi, I hope you're on standby, please. Abubakar Malami, SAN.
Senator Yaya Abubakar Abdullahi, be on standby. Senator Dr. Aliyu Sabi. Senator Yaya Abubakar Abdullahi, please. On the line is also Senator Sabi Abdullahi, Senator Sabo Nakudu, Senator Solomon Olamilekan Adeola, Senator Abubakar Kari, Senator Dr. Aliyu Sabi Abdullahi. Senator Mohammed Sabo Nakudu. Distinguished Senator Solomon Olamilekan Adeola. The batches should be on Senator Musa Mohammed Sani, Senator Michael Okpayemi Bamidele, Senator Chukwuka Godfrey Utazi, Senator Barrow Ibrahim Jibril, and Senator Tolulokpe Akinremi Odebi. We call on Senator Abubakar Kyari. Senator Mohammed Sani Musa. Next on line, Senator Bamidele should be on standby. Senator Michael Okpeyemi Bamidele. Senator Tazi should be on standby. Senator Barrow Jibril should be on standby. Senator Tolulokpe Odebi should be on standby. Next, Senator Chukwuka Godfrey Utazi. Next, Senator Barrow Jibrin Ibrahim. Please all on standby. Next, Ambassador George Obiozo, be on standby. Ambassador Ademola Razak Seriki, be on standby. We call on Senator Tolulokpe Akinremi Odebi.
But yes, live images in Abuja at the State House. President Buhari confirmed upon a number of individuals national awards. Of course, the GCON, as we just mentioned, that is the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger. Then, of course, there's also the CON award, which is the Commander, actually CFR, Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, and the Commander of the Order of the Niger, CON. So, you've seen a number of prominent individuals getting there. Dr. Okonjo-Iweala being conferred with the award. Even in the business community, Jim Ovia, founder of Zenith Bank, Tony Olumelu, the chair of the United Bank of Africa, the Boss Mustafa, secretary to the Federation, and a number of other individuals. President Buhari, of course, personally on hand to hand out those awards to each of those individuals. And we've been covering that live in the State House in the Federal Capital Territory. You're watching, of course, the Global Business Report right here on Arise News. And I think we're going back live to the State House to continue the coverage of these awards.
Chukuma, Ifediaso, be on standby. Next is Chief. Next is Chief Dr. Innocent Ifediaso Chukuma. The next, Dr. Chukwu Obiora, be on standby. Okwosa, be on standby. Engineer Dr. Chukwuemeka Obiora Okwosa. General Paul C. Tafa, be on standby. Air Vice Marshal Ishaya Aboy-Shekari, on standby. Professor Benedict Okechukwu Urama, on standby. High Chief Dr. Mike Izekome, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, on standby. Chief Chidi Obed Inyab. AVM Ishaya Shekari. Professor Benedict Okechukwu Oroma. I think that must be his son. AVM Ishaya Shekari. The next is Professor Benedict Okechukwu Orama. The High Chief, Dr. Mike Ozekome, on standby, please. Chief Dr. Mike Ozekome, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the High Chief. If Chidi should be on standby. Chief Chidi Obed Anyaebu.
Stand by, or let's get His Royal Majesty Dr. Benjamin Ikechukwu, Igwe Professor Lars Edward Ekweme, His Royal Majesty Michael Omeru, Royal Highness Mustafa Umar Mustafa, Royal Highness Ibrahim Umar El Kanemi.
Your Excellency, would like to call on His Royal Majesty Dr. Benjamin Ikechukwu, Royal Majesty Dr. Benjamin Ikechukwu. Congratulations. Igwe Professor Lars Edward Ekweme. Professor Ekweme makes his stride to Mr. President. Professor Ekweme, His Royal Majesty Michael Omeru, JP. His Royal Majesty Michael Omeru, JP. Congratulations. And next is Royal Highness by Mustafa Umar Mustafa. His Royal Congratulations are in order. And after him is Royal Highness Ibrahim Ibn Umar El Kanemi. Excellency, we now present His Royal Highness Alhaji Haruna Kadir Rashid. Congratulations. And after him, we present Alhaji Dr. Barrister Shehu Chindo Yamusa III. That's the award to Alhaji Dr. Barrister Shehu Chindo Yamusa III. He's followed immediately by Alhaji Ibrahim Usman Jibril. Your Excellency Alhaji Ibrahim Usman Jibril.
The next group to come forward is His Royal Highness Dr. Daniel Samaila, Royal Highness Alhaji Adamu Baba Yunusa. We have TNTS Jack Rich, Professor Ali Pate.
Thank you very much. His Royal Highness Dr. Daniel Shaga Samaila. We'll take Professor Ali Pate, who is making his way to Mr. President. Professor Ali Pate, congratulations. Professor Ali Pate, congratulations to you. His Royal Highness Daniel Shaga Smaila. His Royal Highness Dr. Daniel Shaga Smaila. We're taking after him His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Adamu Baba Yunusa. And after him, we have 10 T.S. Jack Rich on standby. His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Adamu Baba Yunusa. Your Excellency, 10 T.S. Jack Rich is after Alhaji Dr. Adamu Baba Yunusa, His Royal Highness.
That is T.S. Jack Rich. And next on the lines, Professor Afonja Olumuyiwa Adebayo and Professor Ayodele Desalu, and late Chief Anthony Enahoro, and then Barrister Adebayo Unlesi. Please be on line, next line.
Professor Afonja Olumuyiwa Adebayo. Professor Ayodele Desalu. Late Chief Anthony Enahoro. Barrister Adebayo Ogunlesi. Professor Wale Suleiman. Professor Ayodele Desalu. Late Chief Anthony Enahoro and Barrister Adebayo Ogunlesi. Professor Wale Suleiman. Reverend Samson Adeniyi Ayokunle. Dr. Herbert Wigwe. Jubril Adewale Tinubu and Unduka Obaigbena. Your Excellency, we thank you for doing the honors. We appreciate you. This is the representative of Dr. Herbert. Oh, Dr. Herbert Wigwe in person. Fantastic. Congratulations, Dr. Wigwe, on this award. Jubril Adewale Tinubu on standby. Your Excellency, presenting Dr. Herbert Wigwe. Congratulations to you. And Jubril Adewale. Sorry. We have Reverend Samson Olasupo Ayokunle. Reverend Samson Ayokunle. It's wonderful to see how Mr. President encourages our awardees to take a photograph with him. Let's give a round of applause to Mr. President. Barrister Adebayo Ogunlesi on his way to receive that coveted award. Your Excellency, that is Barrister Adebayo Ogunlesi. Congratulations. Indeed, our very own High Chief Unduka Obaigbena. High Chief Unduka Obaigbena. It's impossible for someone who is in the media not to take a photograph. Your Excellency, we thank you so very much. Congratulations to all awardees. What an exemplary conduct by Mr. President. You do not want to know the number of people he has stood up to give this award, but it's statutory, and we thank you, Mr. President. You may be seated. Thank you very much. I'd like to say from the podium of the Master of Ceremonies that this has been a long, hard, sleepless night kind of work that we've been doing, Your Excellency. And a lot of it has been statistics, strategy, thinking, and focus. And sometimes, you know, because we're human, it is always said to err is human, but to forgive is divine. So in the last set, if there were a few setbacks, you must forgive us. A few hiccups, you must forgive us. We've been doing our best, and I hope that it is good enough for you.
All right, a big hearty congratulations to the founder of the Arise Media Group, Prince Unduka Ogbaibina, CON, Commander of the Order of the Niger. There he is live, receiving, congratulations. Yes, there he is live there. Also, congratulations to him and all the awardees at this special national award ceremony. Once again, Prince Unduka Ogbaibina, the founder of the Arise Media Group, including This Day Media Group, This Day newspaper, receiving the CON Award, the Commander of the Order of the Niger, along with a number of other dignitaries at the International Conference Center, as the ICC in Abuja, live.
To show that we're all united at the hip and to show the bond in us. Let's encourage them with a warm Abuja welcome. Elevators, NG.
This Nigeria, good people.
All right, here in the studio to react to the awards ceremony, we have, of course, Arise analyst Emmanuel Efeni and Mr. Kayode Otitoju. You're welcome, gentlemen. Good morning, good morning. What is the significance of what we've just seen here with, of course, starting with the founder of the Arise Media Group, Prince Nduka Obaigbena, now CON? What's your reaction?
Well, Prince Nduka Obaigbena, CON, you will say this has taken long in coming.
Indeed.
Because when you talk of trailblazer in their respective walk of life, Nduka Obaigbena, Prince Nduka Obaigbena, CON.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice ring to it.
I must get used to that.
Of course.
Quickly. Yes. He's been a trailblazer in the Nigerian media space. Somebody who started... never worked for somebody.
Right.
Left,
an entrepreneur in the truest sense of the word.
Left the university, immediately started doing things in his own. Of course, we must not forget that even as a student at the University of Benin, he was a cartoonist. He had a cartoon strip in the Nigerian Observer. Those were the days when regional newspapers were powerful. The Nigerian Observer, the Herald, the Olori of Kwara State. You had the Statesman in Imo State and others, of course, regional, strong, powerful newspapers. He was a cartoonist there as a student. Of course, Leke, many still remember that cartoon strip in the front page of the Nigerian Observer newspaper, Leke. Then when he graduated, straight away, his entrepreneurial tentacles just took off.
Yeah.
And of course had stints with Time magazine, Newsweek, where he did a number of country reports, as it were there. Then he went into publishing in his 20s.
Wow. Wow.
In his 20s, This Week magazine. Before This Week, there was, of course, a New Breed magazine by Chris Okoli, another strong, powerful son of Delta. From, and when Nduka Obaigbena came up with This Week, it changed the landscape of the magazine, news magazine in Nigeria. Of course, there was Newswatch also then by the Delegiwa group, Delegiwa, Ray Ekpu, Yakubu Mohammed, and others who founded Newswatch. But when This Week came into the space, of course, the competition was, in fact, Nduka Obaigbena upped the ante, as it were, printing in the UK then. And, of course, after a while, of course, This Week was rested. Then Nduka Obaigbena, restless as always, wanting to do something big, was planning something big. And when he came up with This Day newspaper, of course, coincidentally, that was when the Abacha military junta proscribed the Guardian newspaper where I was working then. Concord newspaper, the Punch newspaper, first for 6 months, and another decree was issued for further 6 months. So these day newspapers came into the space doing something different. Nichemanship was what Nduka Obaigbena called what his own approach. Nichemanship, specific target. And before long, of course, that newspaper this day became the newspaper of choice among the business and political elites of the country. And that happens to be the niche of this day.
Fantastic.
Reporting politics and business like no other newspaper did.
Let me bring in Mr. Titoju. Your thoughts on what we've seen so far?
I've been following Nduka Obaigbena.
Yeah.
And how he has been projecting this national honor. In 2004, I could remember two people were the main signature of every eye in the national award, just as two this 2022. Two.
Yeah.
That's Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala and Amina Mohammed. Then, in 2004, in his paper, This Day, he actually has Haruna, Godwin Haruna, to do a whole page on Tosin Ochitoju, my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Who one of the honorees in 2004.
Yeah.
And did another page on Emegwali.
Yeah.
So those two people were the real poster guys for 2004. This year again, if you have This Day, we're having Okonjo-Iweala and Amina Mohammed.
So we've come full circle.
In his paper.
Yeah.
So he's a man of distinction.
Yes, he is.
And he knows how to project distinction.
Fantastic.